Good morning and welcome to John Beck. This is your principal, Mr. Lin, and I hope that you had a wonderful Tuesday yesterday. Today is Wednesday, middle of the week, March 29th, 2023, and it is a day B. For instrumentals, it is a day 2. Now, before we kick off this wonderful day, I want to invite you, as I always do, to please stand and face the flag for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. Go ahead and take a seat. I'm so happy that you guys are here in school. You know, yesterday I had a rare opportunity to be at breakfast, and I had a chance to also see some of the kids that I had to talk to earlier this week make some good choices. And that I'm proud of them, right? You know, when you get called out, sometimes it doesn't feel good. But when you decide to make a change because of that, I got to give you full respect. So third grade students, some of you guys, great job. Thank you so much. You guys were respectful. You guys cleaned up after yourselves. And most importantly, when you left, you kept the volume down and you walked. Thank you so much. I love that. And you know what? Yesterday, I did talk to some fifth graders. And my hope, as you guys are listening and watching the morning announcements, is that you guys also did the same thing. You responded, you left at a good time so that you weren't going to be late in school or to your class, and then you walked and you kept the volumes down. So that's my hope, and hopefully I'll get some feedback from some of the teachers. All right, don't forget, we have 3 expectations here at the school. You already know what they are, but we're going to jump into it. Number 1, be respectful. Number 2, show that you're responsible. Number 3, show that you are ready. So what does that mean, right? So I've already given a great example of that self-control and responsibility and that respect. Being respectful to me and my request for you to walk in the hallways, to walk and wait patiently along the walls in the cafeteria, to dump your trays in a respectful and responsible fashion, pick up after yourself as well as your friends, and to stack those trays. Mr. Dave was just really proud of all of our kids for doing a great job with the stacking and protecting that corner. The streak continues, so keep that up. But I also want to say, you know, lately I've been thinking, you know, I've popped into the cafeteria and, you know, by and large, you guys are respectful in front of me. And I want to thank you for that. That's awesome. But, you know, there are times when I check the videotape, right? And in that same cafeteria, when I'm not around, things change, right? And, you know, I have to ask, like, is that being respectful to me or not, right? I know you're being respectful in front of me, but once again, when I'm not around, right? Same thing in class, right? I'll pop into some classrooms and kids, you guys are, you know, raising your hand. You guys are showing interest. You guys greet me with such kindness and you know, just being so friendly. I love that. Don't get me wrong. I hope you never stop that. But when I step away, okay, things change. And, you know, I want you to think about something. I know my job is the principal, but there are some really important, very influential people that are actually with you almost the entirety of your school day. And if you know who I'm talking about, you can look at them. That's your teacher, right? And when you look at your teacher, I hope you understand that you might be used to having them in class, right? You see them every day. You kind of get to know them. You know what makes them tick. You have a good idea about what they like, what they don't like, what pushes their buttons, what things they like to roll off. Same thing with our assistants, right? But one of the things I really want you to understand is that this school runs on their power. Okay? I cannot be the principal and be worth anything if it wasn't for the amazingness of our teachers and our assistants and the support staff, the custodial staff. Okay? And some of them you know really well. In fact, maybe you know them too well. You've gotten too comfortable, right? And, you know, you should be calling them by their appropriate names, Mr. or Mrs., whatever the last name is, right? That's a sign of respect, right? When they ask you to do something, just because you know them too well doesn't mean you can just blow them off, right? It's important that you say, yeah, I can do that. You know, when their expectations for you to pay attention in class, to move around in centers as they've asked you, to to engage with the challenges that they've actually planned for you. It's really important that you realize they are the most powerful people in the school for your experience. They, just like you know them, they know you. They know your ins and outs. They know what makes you tick. They know what pushes your buttons and what you let slide off your back. That relationship is really important. You have to protect that at all costs, okay? And you shouldn't have to switch because Mr. Lin happens to be in the cafeteria, or I happen to board the bus for religious release, or just regularly, or if I pop into your classroom. It shouldn't just be cleaned up just because Mr. Lin's in there. It should be cleaned up no matter what, right? And so what I want you guys to do today is challenge yourself to show that respect, not to me necessarily. You guys have already proven you can be respectful to me. The question is, are you going to do it to your teachers and the support staff and our custodial staff and those who work in the kitchen and the main office? Are you going to, the people that you see day in and day out that you almost know too well, can you still give them that respect? And if your answer is yes, then go show it. All right? Now, a couple announcements for today. Don't forget, the Kids Heart Challenge is still going along. I happen to be on the inside, and I know some good news about where we are with our challenge and our goal, but I'm going to wait for Miss Oliveri to let me share it with you. The other thing, too, is One School, One Book. Great story. I hope you guys are enjoying that. Continue to read. Continue to listen to those questions. And last but not least, Pirates, right? Yeah, I said Pirates on Thursday and Friday, tomorrow and on Friday. Our 5th and 6th graders are going to be putting on a show. We hope that you'll be there to cheer us on, okay? All right, if nobody else has told you this, I love you. I care about you. I'm here to encourage you. Go show it. Be creative. Show what that love, care, and encouragement means. And today, make sure you share it. Be extra careful, extra intentional in sharing that to your teachers and all the other staff other than Mr. Lin. Can't wait to see you guys around. Have an amazing day.